Good morning, everyone. So I'm a little late. All right. Well, I'm a little late. But good morning. This is Gail Dudley with your news and motion. Today is Wednesday, March the 10th, 2021. And y'all know what it is. It is Wednesday workshop time. So again, welcome to the room. Good morning, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone who's coming in. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning. Good morning, Owana Turner, girl. Good morning. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you. I just happened to look at the clock and I went, I got to hit the play button. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, Pastor Antoinette. Good morning. Good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning to you. Good morning, Tracy Burks. Tracy Burks, we're going to have to get you a picture on here. Good morning, Marion. Good morning, Patricia Newton. Good morning, Dana Mosley. Good morning, Regina. I'm going to use you today in my example, girl. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Sneed. Good morning. Good morning, Carl Wright. Woohoo! Congratulations again, you and your wife, Cassandra, on baby Ezra. Good morning, Latrice Jones. Good morning, Laverne. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Davia. Demi, I saw your message. We'll get back to you today. Good morning. Is it Keiko or Coco? Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Diane. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. I'm so happy to see Carl Wright on here, y'all. Y'all congratulate Carl Wright and his wife, Cassandra. They had their baby boy, Ezra. He is so cute. And you even see their son, Zion, in different pictures reading to him. So excited about that. Good morning, Kenya Noel. Good morning. Good morning, Laverne Price. Good morning to you. Y'all, listen here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, John Gore. Y'all, Diane wanted everybody to know she got her first shot. Good morning, Mike Nicholson. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning. Y'all, we have so much news, so I can't keep saying good morning. Just a blanket good morning to everybody, but I see my biological brother coming in here, so good morning, Louis Pryor the third. So good morning, Peggy. Y'all, we have a lot of news. Yeah, y'all, congratulate Carl. Before I go into the news, I made a serious mistake yesterday. A serious mistake. And I did not want my niece calling me up with no attitude, so I had to correct that this morning. Listen here. Latrice Jones has 3 children, not 2. She has her oldest daughter, and I call them my niece and my nephew. She has, y'all, when you're reading notes, I'll never do that again. But I didn't need her calling me up talking about, listen here, Auntie, did I fall off the edge of the cliff or something? Y'all, Latrice Jones, who had the For the Win yesterday, she has an amazing daughter. Her daughter's name is Miesha. So, y'all, we got to give a shout out to Miesha that she did not come find the host of News in Motion and you know, just have a come to Jesus meeting with me, you know. So y'all, I needed to update that. Miesha, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, girl. And y'all, yeah, that's my girl. So yeah, I don't know how, just, you know. I don't know what it was, but hopefully I redeemed myself today, Miesha. So y'all, Latrice Jones, who had the For the Win yesterday, she has 3 babies. She has 3. The oldest, this is, you know, she's going to be like, I know. I was like, let me go ahead and correct this today. So I just needed to correct that. So, all right, y'all, when you get things like this, and I took the picture of it because I wanted y'all to see it. When you get communication from the royal family, y'all see that? The royal family, you want to make sure that you announce royal news. So let me get on my Queen Elizabeth royalty. That's why I wore the pearls today. I thought, I got to do this right. So here's a word from the Queen. Her Majesty, the Queen. Royal communications dated Tuesday, March the 9th. They say Tuesday, 9th March, 2021. Again, that's Tuesday, 9th March 2021. The following statement is issued by Buckingham Palace on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and they will be addressed by the family in private. Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much loved family members of Her Majesty the Queen. And they, right on the end of it, it ends. Let me tell you about yourself, Miss Her Majesty the Queen. We ain't buying it. Now you want to do that in private. What about Andrew? Let's get to your little prince. He was over there in that island with that Jeffrey Epstein dude. Let's talk about him. Now you know what's being said. Now you want to deal with it in private. Because we don't know what you're going to do in private. Basically, you were saying, oh, I'm saddened that I've been caught. You've been caught. All of ya. And it's going to take a sister to bring you down. So y'all better stop messing with these black women. Put everybody on notice. Let's put everybody on notice. Stop messing with black women. Just stop. Bring it to a halt. Just stop. But that was her statement. So, okay. Now, the Commonwealth, on the other hand, they're having second thoughts. This came out of Cape Town, South Africa, Associated Press. So I'm going to jump around, but I'm going to read this too. It says, in countries with historic ties to Britain, allegations of Prince Harry and Meghan that an unnamed member of the royal family had concerns over how dark their unborn baby's skin might have to raise the thorny question, which is, do those nations really want to be closely connected with Britain and its royal family anymore? Well, no. It was expected in an interview that exposed this royal family. Now it seems to be risking the divisions of the family of the Commonwealth. An association of 54 countries, most of them former British colonies, held together by historic ties. For decades, Queen Elizabeth II has been the driving force behind Commonwealth. She just wanted to control everybody. After the TV interview, however, though, the Australian Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, cited it's another reason for the country to sever its constitutional ties with the British monarchy. And here's this quote. After the end of the Queen's reign, that is the time for us to say, okay, we've passed that watershed, Turnbull told Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Say that real fast. And then the quote continues, do we want to have whoever happens to be the head of the state, the king or queen of the UK, automatically our head of state? The answer is no. So they go on and talk about the value of the Commonwealth has been debated before, with critics questioning if countries and people once colonized and even oppressed should remain in such an association with the former colonizer. Hello, somebody. If it states' aim is to improve international relations, but Britain's relationship with the members have been clouded by diplomatic missteps and legacies of their empire. In a speech to Mark, see, what is Carl saying? Like, go ahead and leave friends. It's a new day. That's what I'm saying, Carl. Hello, somebody. You're going to leave. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See ya. We done had our reign. Now you got to go. It says, in a speech to mark Commonwealth Day on Monday, the Queen spoke of the spirit of unity. And see, y'all were trying to throw Meghan under the bus, talking about she was bullying people. Y'all knew what they was giving. Y'all knew what they were capable of. Y'all knew that when they got y'all know how skilled Oprah is. Y'all were like, she's with Oprah. Oprah gonna get every last drop. So let's go ahead and prepare to throw them under the bus. Let me go ahead and give my unity speech so that everyone know that we are of unity. Sit down. Have 1,000 seats. So yeah, these now Commonwealth, these people, they started talking yesterday, 54 countries. Hello, somebody. And then goodbye, Pierce. So good morning, Britain. Y'all gotta go to youtube.com and click in Pierce Morgan walks off of Good Morning Britain. He walks off. Yeah, his counterparts on that desk said we done had enough of you. He was throwing Meghan under the bus, talking about her, talking about she lies and talking about this stuff. But then it came out that Meghan and Pierce Morgan used to have a really cool relationship. But when Pierce Morgan was backing that occupant, they had a falling out. See, I done found out all kinds of stuff. They had a falling out. So now his goal is to just blast Meghan Markle, excuse me, I'm saying it wrong, Markle. So he walks off. So his counterparts, let me go there. During Tuesday's taping of the co-host Alex expressed the need for compassion and understanding for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex after revealing their bouts with mental health and racism. And then he goes on, this is his quote. He says, I understand you don't like Meghan Markle. You made that clear a number of times. This is on television. You made that clear a number of times on this program, a number of times. And I understand that you've got a personal relationship with Meghan Markle or had one, and she cut you off. She's entitled to cut you off if she wants to. This is what his co-host Alex had to say to him. And then he goes on to say, has she said anything about you since she cut you off? I don't think she has, but yet you continue to trash her. That's what he said. And then so the 55-year-old just got up, took off his mic, stormed off, and then talked about the other co-host, talking about you have on a mini skirt, and that's inappropriate. The girl stands up. Y'all gotta watch this on YouTube. The girl stands up on Good Day Britain, and so she goes, this is a dress. And he's like, whatever. And literally, y'all, this is the news. This is what happened on Good Day Britain. What? It's like, it was almost like Real Housewives of Britain or something that had Pierce Morgan in there. It was crazy. So he walked off, and then he later resigned. Bye. We don't care. Bye. So, all of that's happening. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot I had this too. Excuse me, y'all. I'm coming. The UK media had over 41,000 complaints within 5 minutes that were issued against the show. Yeah, Carl. It was childlike tantrums. It was absolutely crazy. And this was on live television. I was like, what is happening right now? And when those alerts go out, we get all of them. So I sat there and watched like 4 episodes. I'm going, this is nuts. This is really happening. But within a few moments, they had 41,000 complaints that had been issued against Pierce Morgan on Monday. This is before the other on Monday, adding that it would be launching an investigation on Monday's episode. And there could be suits filed against Pierce Morgan for saying things that weren't true. So there's that. So y'all, again, we got to keep praying for just everybody. Because now it's an international problem. It's just an international problem. But I'm glad they said something. So there's that, y'all. All right, y'all, today is the day. Let's get back to America. Today is the day. AP is reporting that Congress is poised to approve the landmark $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package, placing President Joe Biden on the cusp of an early triumph. And this is in his first 50 days. That's how you play the game, y'all. The House is expected to give final approval today, and they will walk the lawmakers. Y'all know Nancy Pelosi will be leading the charge along with Chuck Schumer, and they'll be going over there. They'll be taking their photo out. He'll be signing pictures and then giving the ink pens away. They do that. I would love to get one of those ink pens, by the way. All right, y'all, just remember this. Not one Republican from the House or the Senate voted to approve the American Rescue Plan. Not one. Remember yesterday I shared with all of y'all that they called it wasteful. They called their constituents wasteful. Now I'm saying that, I'm paraphrasing that, but that's what's happening, y'all. Not one of them signed this bill. Not one. All right, y'all. So, okay, here we go. And we kept digging, and we still don't have all the answers. So I'm going to give you what we have found. And I'm very careful to say that he's done any of these things, because I don't know. I wasn't there. And everything that we're reading is saying allegedly. So everybody has to be careful so that we don't get sued. And I don't want to get sued either. So allegedly. And Politico, CBS, NBC, AP, Axios, all of these people are reporting, BBC. The sixth woman, there's now been a sixth woman who has accused New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, Democrat, of inappropriate behavior. The unidentified woman is the fourth to allege incidents that occurred while working for him. Now, there's another aide to New York Governor Cuomo has reported harassment by the governor, this time during an encounter at the New York Executive Mansion. This is what the Times Union reported as of yesterday. The unnamed aide told the supervisor that the governor inappropriately touched her at the mansion, which is the governor's home, where she had been summoned to work late last year. And this is according to the newspaper Times Union reported. Times Union, which reported on Tuesday. So, y'all, there's a lot that's coming out. A lot. So I have to say allegedly. He has allegedly done these things. But he still says he's not going nowhere. He said, I'm not resigning. Now, I don't know what they can do, but he's saying he's not resigning. There's still an investigation that's going on by the AG, and we know AG Letitia James, she's not going to play around with him. So we just have to watch this continue to unfold. And as we get information, we will be sure to continue to give you information. We're not going to protect anybody. The reason I have not, and we got a message, so let me address it. We got an inbox message saying, why haven't we said something? Well, first of all, we have said something about Andrew Cuomo when these allegations first came out. We did talk about it. We're not going to talk about him every day about these women if it's the same women. We don't want to. But as things come out, like this being the sixth woman, we needed to say something about that. So the message went on, I'm paraphrasing the inbox message we received. The message went on to say that I talked about Buttercup every day. I don't really think I did talk about Buttercup every day, but yeah, he was the president of the United States of America. Now, if we want to talk about Buttercup, Buttercup has, I believe, 21 women, one saying straight out rape. And we did talk about that. And we even said that was allegedly too. So we want to be fair and balanced. And the message went on to say, you seem like you like Andrew Cuomo. Well, I do. I really do. Now, if he's done this, I'm done with him, which it looks as if allegedly he has. But in regards to how he shut down New York City and things that he has done for New York, along with his team, I have to give credit where credit is due. Just like Joe Biden, I like him. I was probably the last person standing wanting him to win before win the primaries. But even now, I hadn't talked about him. He's only been in office for 50 days. Yesterday, I believe I said, man, can you do anything else except sign executive orders? I said that yesterday on News in Motion. So we do want to be fair and balanced, but what we're not going to do, I'm not going to give news until we really dig into it. There's some news we never even put out about the previous occupant because we could never find the dots that were connecting, saying it was actually factual. And it was some damaging stuff, but we chose not to do it because we were like, we don't know if this is true. So we were waiting to get more information on Governor Andrew Cuomo. And that's okay, because a person then said in the news that they will never listen to the news again. And that's okay too. So if you happen to be watching today, hopefully this answers your questions. All right, so carrying on. Don't be this person. Don't be this person. Now, Hills is reporting, this is absolutely hilarious. Media attorney and consultant Hoffman have withdrawn his bid to be board member for the broadcast company Tegna, citing a conflict of interest and that the CEO, Dave, I think is Luigi, assumed he was the hotel valet at the industry event. Huh? What? So the CEO is a white man, and he thought that the attorney who was about to be on the board of the company was the hotel valet. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. The incident, which happened in 2014 when he was seated in an industry dinner with the CEO. Now, the black man, the attorney, was at an event dinner with the CEO. Though they had a significant discussion at the table, Hoffman said after the event ended, Luigi handed him his valet ticket thinking he was the hotel employee. He goes on to say, in a quote, "The incident was a matter of principle as I thought about it. If I was elected to the board and had to be in meetings with a man who I had interesting encounters with over the years," Hoffman said. He goes, "I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be your black token." And I'm adding that about token. So there's that. All right, don't play. Y'all listen. Yeah, Mary Jenkins. What? Yeah. Y'all don't think that the black people are the valet. Don't think that the black people in a store work there. I've had people come up to me and say, do you know if y'all have any more such and such? I don't work here. And I look at them like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you worked here. What would give you the thought? I don't have on a Kroger jersey. What would give you the thought that I worked here? Y'all need to watch that. All right, y'all don't play. A Disney CEO announced that streaming services Disney Plus has reached over 100 million subscribers in just 16 months after launch. Y'all, it took Netflix nearly 6 years. 6 years to hit 100 million subscribers, and it has only recently hit 200,000. Y'all, Disney Plus had initially targeted 60 to 90 million subscribers by 2024, but they smashed that in November. So speaking to Netflix CEO, they asked him a year ago, what are the odds, get this y'all, what are the odds that Disney Plus is going to get 60 million subscribers in the first year? He replied, 0. Like, that ain't gonna happen. And then he goes on in his quote and says, I mean, how can that happen? They're not gonna get that. And then he said, that's almost impossible to execute. Well, they did it, and they gonna catch up with you, Netflix. So you need to figure out what you're gonna do next. You're gonna need to figure that out. Y'all, here's a good thing I wanna say. Michelle Obama headlines the 2021 class of inductees into the U.S. National Women's Hall of Fame. Hello, somebody. Y'all, cyber war. Axios is reporting that after disclosing the Chinese hackers who infiltrated its Exchange email server, Microsoft hacks, has escalated this week. From bad to stolen emails to worse. They're going into the back doors. Y'all, this is what's happening. They're saying an estimated 60,000 organizations are compromised, including many U.S. small businesses and local governments that they can't even afford to put in the software that's needed to make sure they're not hacked. So that is happening, y'all. Now, I'm getting serious here. I'm going to be funny, but I want to be serious too. And I'm going to get to Wednesday workshop. We got time. Y'all, this is for real. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. The high body mass index and obesity. Mike Nicholson, I know you want here. Kenya Noel, I know you want here. Nawana, John Gore, I know all of y'all want here. So listen to this. High body mass index and obesity found to be a significant risk factors for COVID-19 hospitalizations and death, particularly for those under 65 years old. Y'all, all of us under 65, COVID is still happening. It is still happening. All of us under 65 years old, we need to do something. So I don't know if we need to do something collectively as the NIM family or what, but y'all, we need to drop. If any of us feel like we're overweight, we need to make a commitment, accountability, a responsibility to each other to drop it. Yeah, because COVID ain't over. They done found a new strand of COVID-19, new strand of COVID-19 in Ohio. Yeah. So y'all, here's the numbers. Confirmed cases, 29,801,506. 29,801,506 confirmed. Deaths, 537,574. Yeah, Kenya, healthy lifestyle is key. Yeah, Deborah, this is serious. Deaths, 537,574. Recovered, we celebrate this as 20,549,678. 20,549,678. Y'all, that's real. And guess what, y'all? I got an appointment to get the shot. Can y'all believe it? I'm going to do it live. I'm going to do it live when I do it. It's not today, but I'm going to do it live when I do it. Yeah, So, y'all, if you're looking for a shot, if you're looking, and I'm not doing it this way, but if you're looking for a shot now, y'all, there are leftover doses at the end of the day. There are leftover doses at the end of the day. They're calling these extra shots. Now, y'all, don't act like y'all need to be knocking down people to do this. But they made this announcement yesterday. Now, within hours, the doses have to be in somebody's arm. Okay, y'all? Once they come out of cold storage, they can't put them back. Once they're out, they're out. So, y'all, what happens is when people are in the grocery stores late at night, I see you, Miesha, don't go nowhere, girl, hold on. Late at night, they're like, we got 20 more vaccines. They are on the loudspeaker in stores all over the place. Anybody need a shot? Come back to the pharmacy. I'm making that up how they saying that. So listen, if you're in the store late at night and the pharmacy's getting ready to close and they have shots out and you in the store and you need a shot, you can get a shot. You sure can. Hello, somebody. Go and get your shot, y'all. They're saying that people who are also accompanying their aging parents and those who show up at certain times, they get a shot too. So if you're accompanying someone and they're getting a shot, normally they'll look and see what their count is and they see what time it is. They'll say to you, have you had yours? And if you say no, come on, get your shot. So if you're looking for one, that's how you can get one if you can't find one. All right, y'all, the pandemic income loss. Ooh, this is going to be quick. This is a lot of news, but hold on. Don't nobody go nowhere. I got some stuff to tell you. The pandemic income loss. Y'all, roughly 4 in 10 Americans say they're still feeling the financial impact. And guess who is hitting particularly? The Black and Latino households, as well as the younger Americans, are the ones that are being hit the most. The ones that are being hit the most. So, y'all, just hold on. Passports, y'all. The U.S. lost $147.2 billion with a B dollars in tourism revenue over the last 10 months. Yeah. Guess what they want to do? They want to have a vaccination passport. I told y'all yesterday it was coming. I told y'all something was happening because I need to know that you've been inoculated. If I'm going to be around you without a mask on, and I'm still, my rule is still set. Don't call me till Labor Day. Labor Day's my day. But I knew that. I was like, how are they going to figure out who has it and who doesn't? I see she's in here, y'all, on the phones. It'll be an app. And they'll say, can you tap your passport? You tap it, and it'll list on there if you had it or not. Yeah, that's coming out. It's coming out in Dubai. Dubai is doing the eye thing. To travel, your eyes got to say that you didn't have the shot. That's what's happening in Dubai. In Denmark, is already coming out in the passport. In Sweden, it's already coming out in the passport. And in Israel. And U.S. is getting ready to do it too. They going to follow us yet. Y'all, they going to follow us yet. All right, y'all, the Wednesday workshop, I ain't going to get to it. I'm going to just tell y'all some quick things that I'm going to use Regina. But don't anybody go anywhere. For the Win's going to be the bomb, y'all. For the Win's going to be the bomb. I don't need anybody going anywhere. Hold on, we coming. Wednesday workshop, I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes of it. 5 minutes of it, y'all. We were talking about what's your worth on yesterday. Today, I want to just quickly talk about your planning process for your business and or your ministry. And I'm going to use Regina Short as an example. Regina Short has an events planning business and a travel business, events planning and travel. So when you want to do something, you need to start about your purpose and your scope. So for example, questions are, what is your overall purpose? What benefits will the community receive? And how are you unique? How are you different from anyone else? So let's take Regina. Her event planning is amazing. So she does from children to adult, all types of events. So what is your overall purpose? She's saying, well, I want to do events, but now she has connected travel with her events. So now it's like those destination weddings, the destination baby showers, the destination girlfriends, having a good time, destination fraternity, sorority, whatever that is. So she is bringing those two things together. In this season, we need to start looking at what 2 things fit, what 3 things fit, what's the purpose, and who's our targeted audience, and how can the community benefit from this, and then how are you unique from someone else? Now, there may be similarities across the board, but at the same time, there's still a spot that you're more unique than someone else. You have a hook. You have something that changes. You have something that's going on. So what is that uniqueness about you? So Regina, you need to be thinking about why and how am I unique? What does that look like? Your environment. Who makes up your business, your organization? And what are the geographical areas? You have to decide how far reach are you? Are you an international? Are you national? Are you community? Are you within your state? Are you within a certain central space? What is that? Sometimes we miss that piece. Sometimes we say, well, I want to cover the whole world. Well, you don't, do you know everybody in the whole world? How are you going to do that? Who's your PR? What's your messaging behind that? And we know Demia talked about messaging a couple of weeks ago. So what's the message behind that? So you need to really look at the environment. What are the geographical areas that you're trying to reach? What are the needs? What do you need to succeed? And be honest about what you need. So, for example, for Regina and what she's doing, who are the people she need to contact with? And I don't know all this, but I would think, hello, Patricia Laus. That's my biological sister, y'all, so I'm gonna yell her out. So with Regina, she needs to know all of these different hotels, how to pronounce the hotel names, who's her contact, who's her cell people, who are the people in these destinations who are going to help her plan while she's in Columbus, Ohio. What does that look like? Who else does she need to know? She needs to know people who have connections with people in some of these bigger organizations as that planning person, as that event planner, as that speaker host. Then she got to think about, well, do I need speakers? Do I need ministers and pastors to do weddings? What do I need? And do I need to know more than just my Christian community? I need to know who the rabbi may be. I may need to know who's running the mosque in this area. Just all kinds of things. You got to stop limiting yourself to the little bubble that you're in. You have to expand from that. You have to. Look at what Disney Plus did. Look at what they did. You never heard of a Disney Plus until 6 months ago, and they've already reached 100 million subscribers. How did they do that? I'm sure they sat back and looked at what Netflix was doing. Don't be afraid to look at what somebody else is doing. Just don't copy them, but feel free to look at what they're doing. I'm not going to get through all of this. All right, y'all. I promise y'all I'll finish that tomorrow. Okay, I'll finish that tomorrow because I got to get to the win. There's so much to unpack there. So listen. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do a countdown tomorrow. I'm not going to do a countdown. I'm not going to do a trivia tomorrow. I'm going to designate at least 15 minutes to that sheet. And trust me, y'all, this sheet has all this on it. Has all of this on it. And wait a minute, it also has a back page to it. So I'm going to designate 15 minutes of that. So if this is something you want to do tomorrow, so the workshop will be tomorrow. I'll just pick up where I left off. Have your pen and paper or your laptop. For the win. For the win. For the win. There's so many. I didn't see what you said, Mike, but I'll read it later. For the win. For the win. Y'all know Gail Dudley. Gail Dudley, no, I'm not for the win. But Gail, because Damia did that for me, and I still love her for that so much. Gail Dudley knows when she has messed up, you better do everything you can to make it right. So this was easy. For the win, Miesha Hempfield. Yep, she gets the win. That's Latrice Jones' daughter. And let me tell you why I'm giving her the win. Not just because I messed up, because she's really deserving. Y'all, these millennials are kicking behinds out here. She's a kind of woman, a young lady, a millennial who is upstanding. She's the person that she knows. She's that millennial that says, okay, my mom is a woman of wisdom. And I know my mom surrounds herself with people of wisdom. So when she looks at all of her mom's friends, she goes, these are my aunties. And we can see each other. And I'll never forget, this was the day we found out that that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won. And we were in What the Waffle. And if you've ever been to Columbus or you come to Columbus, you got to go to What the Waffle. So What the Waffle, I walk in and we all hearing it. Oh my God, oh my God. And you can see like the excitement even out in the streets or whatever. So I walk in What the Waffle and I go up to the counter because I know the owners and I'm like, hey, what's happening? Did y'all just hear? And I'm ordering my waffles. You know, I got to get my waffles. Well, out the corner of my eye, I see Miesha. Miesha's with her friends, you know, whatever, hanging out. But she's the kind of person, she saw her auntie. She saw the elder. Ooh, that's hard to say. But she saw the elder and she just screamed, shout. We social distancing. We had our mask on, but we didn't care. It was an embrace. We hugged. We kissed on the cheek. Don't trip out, y'all. We had our mask on. We took pictures. We took selfies. Y'all, that's the kind of people, when you see these young people and these millennials, and they know, hey, I don't care who I'm hanging with. I see an elder. I see my auntie. I see my uncle. And I'm going to celebrate. You going to stay over here? I'll be back to you in a minute. But I'm coming over here. Y'all, she has so much passion. She has so much gifting on the inside of her. She is, I think in her own right, a trailblazer for her age group. And even beyond. Now, one thing that we need to stop thinking about is that we can only mentor down. They can mentor up. And she's a person who can mentor those of us who are older. She is. So I just wanted to give her the shot because I started thinking and I said, well, I got to clean this up. And then I thought, who am I going to give for the win? I said, oh. So maybe the mistake was the mistake. It was my error. But it's like sometimes that's how you fix your errors. You then highlight that person because of authenticity of who they are. Y'all keep looking out for the name Miesha Hempfield. I promise you. Y'all keep looking out for that name. Because I believe you're going to start hearing that name just like you were hearing and still hear about Maya Angelou. Yep, I said it. I can compare those two because I see her gifting on the inside of her. And I believe all of us need to continue to uplift our millennials and our young people. We need to keep uplifting them because they have a walking brilliance about them. And they are doing things differently, and we need to stop fighting their difference and how they do it because they're the bomb.com. All right, y'all, my inspirational message today is just that. Lift up somebody. Lift up somebody. Make somebody's day. Lift them up. If you see people, give them an encouraging word, even if it's like, I like your smile. And I know we're all careful. We don't want to be labeled that they were harassing me or they entered my space. So be mindful of how you do. Maybe you just want to do some Facebook posts. Hey, I've been watching your Facebook and I think you're doing some amazing things. And I just want to encourage you on doing those. So uplift people. You never know. Amber Mabry, she is a designer for Ready Publication. And she and I really connected. So we've become friends. On International Women's Day, she put together a collage of women that she wanted to highlight. And I was just looking at it and reading her posts, and I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. I love everything about this. And then something said, go back and look at all the women in the collage. So I'm looking at all, I was like, I'm in there? Y'all, just how they bless you. And that post was so uplifting for me. It was so uplifting for me. And it was right on time. So you never know when you're uplifting somebody right on time. All right, y'all went over. Don't kill me. I went over. My apologies. But tomorrow I will spend 15 minutes on that worksheet. I will spend 15 minutes. If y'all thought it was something that was going in the right direction, if y'all don't think I should do it, put in the thread, don't do it, because I ain't like what you had to say the first 5 minutes. Just let me know and I won't waste your time, and we can keep going with Thursday news. But I am Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Today is Wednesday, March the 10th, 2021. Again, congratulations to Miesha Hemphill for the win, and my apologies to Latrice Jones for leaving out your daughter on yesterday. My mistake, and I own that. Y'all know what I say. Stay well, everybody, and remember, make moves.